This is Dr. Bev Knox, and you are listening to my Psychology Tutorials. Learn psychology while you sleep.
Do you communicate when you speak, or do you just make noise? Communication is essential for negotiating success. Communication is the effective transfer of intended meaning. If the transfer falls short of that, it is just noise. Principles of effective communication are divided into 4 general categories. 1. Listening. 2. Speaking. 3. Filtering. And 4. Watching. The first 2 are important regardless of who is on the other side of the communication process. The latter 2 are particularly important when one of whom we are trying to communicate with is the least like us. The process of communication may be analyzed in steps. A message flows through the following steps or sub-processes: the source, encoding, the channel, decoding, and the receiver are these steps. The source is the person originating the message. That person encodes it, structures it according to his or her understanding. The channel is the medium through which the message is sent. The spoken word or the written word on paper or electronic medium. There are rules that we follow that can help us do our best. We can become aware of ourselves and our ways of encoding and decoding. We can learn to listen. We can learn to speak effectively as well as request and give feedback. We can filter our messages in ways that aid the other's understanding. We can observe. Finally, as we continue to follow these rules, we can learn more about perception. Let us review the rules for effective listening in negotiations. Good negotiators, like good communicators, generally are active listeners. Most of us, absent training and practice, are relatively poor listeners. Extroverts usually have particularly difficulty in developing listening skills. Quietly listening, on the other hand, comes naturally to introverts. All negotiators should follow the rules set forth in the following. Talk less and listen more. Seek new information. Do not stop listening before the person finishes because you think you know what he or she is going to say. Do not stop listening in order to remember what you want to say next. Do not assume that you know what the other person means. Do not interrupt. If you do not understand something, say so. Show interest. Lean forward, nod, or smile. Now, these are the rules for effective speaking in negotiation. Do not answer a question if you are not prepared. Do not answer a question that was not asked unless you are sure that it will aid the process of mutual understanding. Do not be afraid to answer a question with a question. Do not answer a question if the timing does not suit your strategy, but promise to answer it later. Do not ask a question that will trigger a question back if you are not ready or prepared to answer it. After you ask a question, stop, close your mouth, and open your ears so that the person can answer and you can hear. Occasionally, ask a question to which you already know the answer in order to test the other person. Restate or summarize what you understood the other person to say. Until you are ready to agree, use conditional statements. Do not say things to show off. Do not be afraid to be silent.